Joining us now for more, Senior Advisor for the U.S. Agency for Global Media, Kari Lake. Kari, so good to see you. Appreciate you being with us. My God, these people are telling people to get the COVID vaccine again, and they are mocking people who are questioning giving that vaccine to healthy kids. Again, Kari, this is all happening again.
Well, for the people who are still left to believe the media, I think that so much of America, really the world, has woken up to the lies of the media. And as I was watching some of those clips, it just, you talked about PBS, and we know that's government funded. I work for a government funded news organization, the U.S. Agency for Global Media. But I just realized in watching what you showed that the entirety of the legacy news, it was government funded. That's why they're in a panic. Think about it. Think about ABC, NBC, CNN, CBS. How are they funded? Through advertising dollars from Big Pharma. And Bobby Kennedy is saying Big Pharma is the culprit. Big Pharma's been lying. He's going to maybe pull the ads that are being spent, that they're allowed to spend on broadcast TV. That's going to be the end of the gravy train for these people. And then think about this. Why are they pushing the government line, the bogus government line, as it has been for the past many years? They're pushing it because each agency is paying them tens of millions, or in some cases, like USAID, the legacy media was making hundreds of millions of dollars in subscriptions from the federal government. They're just an outreach of the federal government, and they're on a panic because they know that their money is drying up, and then it is truly game over.
Yeah, you've got PBS News trying to get people on Sunday to come back to watch Monday because of seabirds that are impacted by climate change. Yet over the same weekend, there was a report that said that Antarctica has added ice. They've added ice to the ice sheet that Al Gore told us in 2005, that movie Inconvenient Truth, was going to be totally gone. These people are so full of it. Yeah. And now many people that supported a lot of this ideology, here's one. Take a listen. This is Charlemagne the God. He pushed vaccines. He got the vaccines. And now he's got some regrets.
Because I ain't gonna lie, every time I have chest pain now, I'd be like, man, I should have never got that damn COVID shot. I had no cardiovascular issues until I got that COVID shot. And I'm just saying that when I think about the changes that I've had over the last 5 years, that was a big one, getting that vaccine.
I would have no problem with the vaccine, COVID vaccine conversation, or the HPV conversation in little kids, if they talked about what these COVID vaccines have done to millions of people. But unless you're watching us and maybe a few others, it's never part of the conversation, Kari.
These people in the media who pushed the vaccine and rolled up their sleeve and were pushing it without asking any questions, you got to be dumb to not ask questions on that. It was so obvious. And now they're saying, oh, I messed up. I made a mistake. It's a little bit late. You had a major voice. That man had a major voice. I saw this Cuomo guy, he used to work for CNN, saying that he was wrong and he screwed up. You know what? It's really nice this many years later. But when people like me and many others, many hundreds of thousands and millions others, were leaving jobs over things like this, losing jobs, losing money, risking it all, and then people like Charlemagne or the others were out there calling people names for doing that, for having the courage to do the right thing. It's a bit late. It's real convenient now to say, oh, I got the shot, but I wish I wouldn't have, or I got the fake vax card, because you didn't have the balls to do the right thing. Yeah. They didn't have the balls to do the right thing. Pardon my French. But you know what? They went out and they tried to shame courageous Americans who said, no, I don't feel comfortable with it. I have rights. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to be forced to do it for a paycheck. I'm not going to force this into my children's arms without asking a few questions. I've got very little patience for people like that and those who are now in the media saying, oops, I goofed up. It's a bit late.
Such a good point. What do you make of CBS News hiring a bias monitor?
Well, hopefully it's a real Republican, not a rhino Republican. Because over the past, 10 years or so, whenever they had the Republicans who were attacking the Trump movement, the America First movement, they'd go, well, we had balance. We had a Republican, but it was a rhino TDS, never Trumper. If they're hiring a real America First Republican, somebody who's pro-America, who loves our country, then I'm happy about it. But again, I don't think they're going to be bringing back real viewers, because the people of this country have literally had it up to here with the legacy media, and they're done. And if they're smart, they're done for good with these people.
Great point. Kari Lake, thanks so much for being with us, starting the week off here on Finity. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.